Hey, this is me again. Since I told you in the last video, I was going to show you how to set up your gain. So, what is the importance of gain? Gain setup is very, very important in your mix. So, let me show you. So, this is the microphone that I'm using, and this is the gain right here. You can see my gain is at 0 dB, and even it's at 0 dB, you still can hear me. This is the mix. This is the one that going to the live stream, and you can see I set up my gain for the this is the master for the live stream. So aux 7 and 8, I explained that before. This is the master, and you can see I have the microphone at 5. This is not really high. If you check the signal, it's only at this is minus. It's really low. It's really low. It's minus 40 dB, and the gain is at 0, and the trim is also at 0 dB, and you can hear me very clearly. If I talk close to the microphone, and you can hear me really clear. Okay, so why gain is important? Gain is like a boost. When you apply gain, it's like you boost the instrument or the voice that you are mixing. So I will apply gain, and so you can hear the effect how it's work. So let me do this right now. I am going to put it I will increase it like little by little so you can see the if. So let me do this. Let me go right. Let's see. I'm going to put it at this is 1 dB. This is 1.5, 2, and just listen to the sound, and so you can see what's going on. And anytime I move the gain, and you see the signals going up, and you can hear me louder and louder. And anytime I apply the gain, it change the sound. It changes. Let me put it down right here. You can hear me clearly. And why I'm telling you, I don't really use gain. The only way I use gain, like for this microphone, you can hear me clearly. I don't use gain. And for let me show you. Like I have this microphone, I don't use gain. For this one, I don't use gain. For this one, I don't use gain. I use gain for my keyboard because it's just a keyboard. I don't have anything that can boost the sound. I use like my two keyboards. I use gain for two keyboards. I have a chord microphone. I use a little gain, but not a lot. For you, this is like 10 dB. And for this is all the drum set, you can see I don't have gain for them. All I have to do is just boost the signal, and you can see. Let me show you the main mix. This is for inside my church. You can see everything is at unity, and even the master is at unity, and I have a clear sound. And when you set up your system like this, your mix like this, even somebody come in front of the speaker, somebody bring the microphone in front of the speaker, you're not going to have feedback. Even you put the monitor close to the singer, you're not going to have feedback because you use your gain the way you're supposed to use it. So a lot of people, they will tell you to set up your gain. You need to like bring the fader to unity, and then you check the signal. And the signal, you have to bring the signal to unity so you can have your gain set up right. I'm not going to tell that person is lying or that person doesn't know what he's doing. It's depend on the space, how large the space is the person is using, and what kind of speakers that person. I have a small church and a small system, so I don't need gain, and all my sound are very clear. When all those instruments play together, you can say this is this instrument, this is that instrument. I don't have I don't have feedback. Everything is come out clear and with no problem. So this is how you set up gain. When you setting up your gain, do not set the gain if you don't have somebody speaking on the microphone or the instrument. So you have to be in front the person speaking, and before you set the gain, you have to make sure you set up the gain in that person's voice. Some people, they have a high voice when they speak on the microphone. Like, it's kind of, hey, it's really, really loud. And some people, they have a low voice. Even they speak loud, you can barely hear them. So that's why you have to use the gain according to the person you're mixing. So if even the person speak loud, but the voice is still like you cannot hear the voice, and you put your microphone or whatever it is in unity. That's the same thing apply for microphone, for kick, for instrument, and everything. It's the same thing. So you make that person play. If it's the piano, the person is play, and you put your fader at unity, and then you increase your gain little by little. If you just come and then you bring this all the way up, and you can see right here, and you can see the sound is kind of, you see. So if I have to do it that way, and you can see it start click. And when you're doing sound, when you set up your gain, if you check and you see signal come all the way to red, that's mean you're not setting up your gain right. You have to come back and set up the right way. So this is how you set up your gain. And to set up your gain, you have to have that person. You have to set up the gain with that person's voice. And it's good to have a microphone for each person that's going to sing, because some people, they are really loud with their voice. You have to control it and to make sure you have the enough gain for that person. And if you don't do it that way, I am telling you, you're going to have a mess, and you're going to have a lot of feedback in your house. And that person, even like for my backup singers, even I put them in front of the speaker, I don't have feedback because I don't use much gain. And the trim, I don't use trim. I don't really use trim. So I will show you what it does. It's like a booster, but it's not. I never use it. I'm telling you, I never use it. I used to play with it. This is how I know how it's worked, because when I first started, I didn't know how to use the master fader the right way, and I play with everything and check how what's going on, and then this is how I can tell you what it is. But I don't really use it on my mix. If you check here, you can see it's at 0 dB. I don't use it, and I will move it a little bit so you can see. And you see, this is the effect. It's a kind of like a booster, but it's different from the gain. Okay, and let's put it at 0. And any number you have here you want to put it back. So if you use your finger, or it's gonna be hard. You just come and click on it, and then you type 0. It's the same thing if you're using an iPad. If you're using iPad, if you're using Android, or you're using a computer, it is the same thing. So this is how you set up your gain. And in the next video, I will show you how to set up your effect. So to use the effect, and I will show you how everything works, and that way you can come and do the same. So if it's for the first time you're watching my video, go back and watch all those videos that I have before, because I give like all these instruction how to use this mixer, that is Mackie DL32S, and this apply for all those mixers, all digital and analog mixer. So subscribe and see you.